Tonight on Titans football, presented by SeatGeek, the Titans win a wild one in snowy Cleveland, Ohio. Mike McCoy will recap the game. And we catch up with Titans legend Jurrell Casey. Let's press play on Titans football.
Let's turn this show today. Turn this motherfucker today. We know what we're going to do. Let's get crunk. Let's get crunk. Here we go.
Jeff Simmons, who sacked Jeff. Jeff got him. 50. Goodbye. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. In the end zone, it's Alec Io Manor. Throws the Spears. Left side. Sheds another tackle and dives ahead. The ball's out. Cedric Grace picked it up. Cedric Grace got it. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods. Jim DK with to punt it away, and it's blocked. It's blocked. It's picked up by the Titans. Hey, Nashville, that sounds like a winner.
This is what it's all about. And we knew what kind of game it was going to be. It's never easy. So, hey, I can't thank every one of you enough in this room for what you do and what you give this organization every single day, because this is going to pay off in the long run.
And we welcome you into the show and into the BetMGM studio. He's Mike McCoy. I'm Taylor Zarzer. Titans 31, Cleveland Browns 29. Coach, I could see it in your face and in your voice when you addressed your team in the locker room afterwards. So good to feel a victory.
Well, there's nothing like winning in the NFL, and it's not easy. But I just feel it's an unbelievable feeling for the players, everyone in the organization. Everybody works so hard. There's been the ups and downs of the year, but just to finally go out there and get the win, what it means to this team, it's just such a great feeling. So happy for everybody involved. And
it wasn't fluky. It wasn't like one part of the game you dominated or you had a ton of turnovers or Cleveland found a way to lose it. Complimentary football in every single phase.
Great example of complimentary football. Just the offense feeding off, the 2 turnovers, the block kick, getting 17 points off of that. Just a great team effort, and that's what it's all about. Guys feeding off of each other, making plays, in all 3 phases. So it was great to see for 4 quarters there.
You and I have been talking all season about the development of a young team and all the reps that young players get, and that's great. But is there anything better for a young player than winning a football game?
No, that's what it's all about. And I think they have some great veterans. And, through the past couple weeks when you're struggling, not winning those games, you're right there, but you're not winning them. And you hear them talk up and speak up in meetings or after a game in the locker room, things like that. And it's a great example for the young guys to learn that it's not easy to win in this business, but it's just to build off of that. Now that's the thing we got to do now is start stacking games up and start stacking wins together.
Well, one of those veterans that you just talked about had a career day. Tony Pollard had 161 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, one of which a 65-yarder, the longest run of his career.
What a great game. It's just so happy for Tony, the way he works week in and week out, and he had an opportunity, to carry the ball a number of times in the game, and it paid off for us. What the offensive line, the receivers, tight ends, everyone involved in the running game did an outstanding job and gave him that opportunity. You see Van just downfield on that big explosive run, trying to get in 21's way and continue just to follow him, shadow him in so Tony could score. But a great effort by everyone involved.
All right, so you talked about the running game. What about the passing game, Coach? Cam Ward, 2 touchdown passes for the first time in his career. How did he play?
Did a nice job. It was going to be a challenge. Obviously with Myles Garrett out there, one of the best pass rushers, the sack leader of the NFL, the challenge that we had with all the man coverages, the pressures they like to bring. So we knew there was going to be some ups and downs in the passing game because of the pressures and tight man coverage and tight window throws. But for him to throw those 2 touchdown passes, what a great way to play the game and to get off to a fast start. That was one of the things we talked about against this team, was going in and having success that opening drive, getting the touchdown. What a great play. It was a perfect time. Myles came out of the game. That was one of the first plays you had to asterisk on your call sheet. We called it and worked. And then the next touchdown, what a great job Van did to get a little pick to open up Chim on the flat to be a touchdown play. So very happy with the way they executed the passing game.
A rookie throwing 2 touchdowns, rookies catching both of those touchdowns, Alec Io Manor and Chim DK. You've mentioned Myles Garrett a couple times already. Pretty much neutralized him, Coach. He only had 4 tackles in the game. Why? How did the Titans do such a good job with that?
A great running game that we committed to going into this game plan, knowing, hey, listen, we have to run the football. against a team like this that pressures the quarterback with the best pass rusher in the league coming at you, and then always in the pass, when you're going to drop back and pass it, you always have to have someone next to him. And I think, there's a play during the game where Ellick was that guy that had to chip him and give him a great chip, so it helped out the tackles. But just everybody involved did a nice job of neutralizing him. We limited his production.
What'd you think of your defense's performance? A lot of hits on their quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Jeffery Simmons sets a career high, which is saying a lot because of how great of a player he is, with 11 quarterback pressures in the game.
Well, I think the defensive staff did a great job of putting the game plan together and designing the pressures, the pick games, and all those things. But once again, Jeff dominated the front. And that's what he's done week in and week out this season. And then everybody else had their opportunities. And I think it was a fun ride home, but there was a number of sacks we left out that we should have got.
Shout out, too, to James Williams Sr., who blocked a punt, first Titans punt block since 2012. A great performance in every single phase. Coming up next, running backs coach Randy Jordan's going to be here to break down those Tony Pollard touchdown runs.
Side patiently, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, makes another cut, 30, 25, 20, one man to beat, he beat it, and that is a Titans touchdown, 65 yards, Tony Pollard, touchdown Titans.
It is time to bring in Randy Jordan to talk about that great 65-yard touchdown run from Tony Pollard, one of two touchdown runs. Coach, let's press play here. Tell me about this 65-yarder.
Well, I tell you this was an outstanding job when you look at overall. I mean, the finish, you're seeing guys getting down the field. And I tell you, once you see the end zone, it was schemed up really, really good. Our guys, our run guys, our line coaches, everybody did a great job. But so when you see this, it's just a pin pull scheme. And Ole does a heck of a job pinning the edge of the front. I mean, it was really, 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 really good in terms of the execution part of it. But what I like is you see the big fellas, man. You see Z, you see all these guys trying to gain leverage, right? You see Corey trying to gain leverage, and I tell you this right here, with Gunnar Ham, he don't get enough credit for this. But in terms of him not being able to get that defender to cross face, and now we have a seam, an opportunity right there. And I tell you, Tony did a great job of pressing the edge. And then here, it's pretty clean right here.
That's clean.
That's a pretty clean look. And I love the finish. I just want to point out, this guy's a pro.
How about that?
Oh, my goodness. I'm talking Van Jefferson getting down there, getting the block. And the rest here is just the ability to finish. But the effort of these guys trying to get an explosive, it was really, really good to see.
Brentwood, Tennessee boy.
Exactly.
Van Jefferson. Now, how about the second touchdown run, Coach?
Well, I tell you, when you look at this, we have been running our RPO schemes, and we're trying to just spread the front. So when you look at it, I tell you, Corey does a great job in terms of coming back and peeling really the only guy that can really make the play. And then the rest is just Tony Pollard doing Tony Pollard things in terms of just finishing. And you can see here the receivers out here blocking on the edge. I don't know an explosive run around the league isn't explosive if the receiver's not blocking downfield.
Can we get to my favorite run of the day? The last run of the day. There's 52 seconds to go in the game. If you can get the clock to 40, ball game.
Well, I tell you, Tony did a great job in terms of just pressing the edge here, right, and just knowing the situation and just really just trying to run out the time, right, and I just making sure that he just needs to make sure that he holds on to the ball, but in terms of just running around and making the defense chase, able to eat up all the clock and then just preserve the win for the good guys.
That's a 0-yard gain, by the way, but it's a 12-second run. That's the most important part. Coach, congratulations on the way your guys played on Sunday.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you joining us. Coming up next, we catch up with Titans legend Jurrell Casey. I'm Taylor Zarzer. Welcome back to Titans football. Defensive lineman Jurrell Casey played for the Titans for 9 seasons, making it to 5 Pro Bowls. He was a 2-time Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee and continues to give back with his Casey Fund. This is Where Are They Now, presented by Nissan.
What's up? This your boy Jurrell Casey, the tatted monster.
Bortles hit. Bortles sack! Jurrell Casey! Oh my goodness! Casey went ramming through there!
Drafted from the Tennessee Titans in 2011 to 2019.
Definitely a pleasure and an honor to be in front of this podium one more time in front of the Titan Nation. Just want to say thank you to the organization. They kept open arms. You know, they said, you know, Case, you're a Titan for life, for your family, and, you know, we love you over here. And I just want to say thank y'all again for showing me the love and, you know, welcome me back home to being a Titan.
And this is where I'm at now. When I decided to retire as a Titan, probably was one of the biggest days of my career. Definitely thought I was going to be going and stopping and being with the Broncos for a few years, but when that time came and I sat down with my wife and talked to Drew on the phone, my agent, and we just sitting there talking. I'm just going through my emotions and trying to figure out my decision. And it was literally only one decision I had. It was not bouncing from team to team. I thought I did a great job of, you know, leaving my mark on the organization and leaving my mark on the NFL, that I wasn't going to go tarnish that. So it was only one option for me, and that's go back and retire where my initial start was, and that's here in Tennessee.
Ready from start to finish. No let off the brakes. All pedal, baby. All pedal. Domino 3. 1, 2, 3.
For me and my wife and the kids, we always been loyal, and that's always our thing. It's always been loyal to the root of everything, and so it was a no-brainer for me to get back to Tennessee and show them what my final commitment was through it all. And I just thank them for having open arms and letting me come back with no problem and being able to retire as a Titan.
We got a $100 gift card from Kroger. We're gonna bless you today. So you don't gotta worry about ringing that up or all that. If you run that for, whatever left on there is yours.
I come from a struggling community. I come from an area where everybody was in need. Everybody had to go out to the neighborhood. You had Willie McGinnis, you have Snoop Dogg, you had these guys that came to the neighborhood through Thanksgiving, throughout the time of year, backpack giveaways, bike giveaways. So it was just always something that you always seen. And so when you get to that next level in life for yourself, the first thing that always goes in your mind is, how much can I give back?
$100 gift card from my young man and his moms. For y'all, happy Thanksgiving. From the Titans family and the Kroger's family themselves.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
So the Casey Fund, as of right now, our goals is always to try to bridge that prison, the pipeline, and trying to, you know, dismantle it as much as possible. Our biggest thing right now is just constantly just generating funds and finding programs that's constantly doing, you know, the Lord's work and blessing those people with the greatest opportunities possible. Just thank the Lord that, one, we talking about the Casey Fund. My brother just came home, so one of the biggest motivations of why we decided to put this program together. So right now our goal is to get him more involved with the Casey Fund and get him speaking and talking to the youth and get him motivating those kids to make a change in their life. So right now, we just, you know, getting grounds running. Me and my brother, we're a tight-knit relationship. We grew up together in the same household. We played ball together. We freaking slept in the same bed together. We done everything together. So when my brother went to prison, it was definitely a hard time for me, but it was the biggest thing that could have made a change in my life to get me to where I'm at. Everybody always talk about what's the switch in your life that motivates you to become successful. And the switch for me was my brother going to jail. And it kind of changed my lifestyle because I was following right behind him down that same dark path, and it actually helped me brighten up my world and how I see things today. And so I just say thank you to him and thank you to the Lord for sure. But the biggest thing is that when he was locked up, the whole time, he was the person that I got feedback from all the time. He gave me calls. He told me, hey, you lacking here. You need to fix this. You need to do that. And he was the person who loved football. I didn't really love it that much. I just played it just because he played it. So to take those pointers and take his feedback was a big deal for me.
I'm watching then. So you go inside? So inside first. So you come back out there. I swipe it. We're going home. We're going home, baby. Hey, we're going home with a dub. We're going home victorious, baby.
The next thing I want to do in 5 years is really the biggest goal is to buy some farmland and really move my family all out there and just enjoy our time in life and not struggling off of financial needs and things like that. So I think that's my biggest thing. The next 5 years is buying a plot of land and be able to come out there and enjoy my family and let them be able to come and live and enjoy off me.
Go, Nolan, go!
Being in Tennessee, what it meant to me a lot to build my reputation was a ton. I think the biggest thing was just leaving a mark of not necessarily who I was as a football player, but who I was as an individual, all on in and off the field. And I tried to make sure I stayed consistent of that all the time, no matter who I was around, no matter who I dealt with. And I just hope that, you know, my brand and my loyalty and my faith definitely was left, and everybody appreciate what I've done in Tennessee for sure.
Man, we love Jurrell Casey. You know, Coach, his last year with the Titans was 2019. That was Jeffery Simmons' first year. Casey really mentored Jeff, and now you're seeing Jeff mentor some young players for the Titans.
Yeah, Jeff does an outstanding job. Jeff has such a high standard for himself. Jeff is not afraid to speak up and say certain things, and it's tough to be a leader at sometimes because you have those tough conversations with your teammates. But that's what a great leader does, is he's not afraid to speak up and tell guys, and he backs it up. The way he practices, the way he prepares, and the way he goes out and dominates on Sundays. So it's easy for some guys to look at and say he knows exactly what it takes to win in this business.
Complete player, no doubt. In fact, Jeffery Simmons surprised Nashville's middle school football team with a pizza party. You'll see that next. Welcome back to Titans football. I'm Taylor Zarzer. Jeffery Simmons, number 98 for your Tennessee Titans, is playing at such an incredibly high level once again this year. He's a three-time Pro Bowler. This year he has 8 sacks. With one more, that'll set a career high. Off the field, he is making just as big of a difference too. In fact, Jeff was recently nominated as the Tennessee Titans recipient for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. And country music megastar Jelly Roll surprised him with that news this past week. Big Jeff and Sebastian Joseph Day recently surprised the Rose Park Middle School football team with a pizza party to celebrate them winning their city championship for a 3rd straight year. Let's check it out in this week's SeatGeek Sound.
To y'all, bro. For real? Y'all been killing it.
Y'all got show the swag. Y'all show the swag on.
I don't think he's gonna be here. I'm gonna try to call him though. Hey man, D-boy, they just won the championship. They had the Titans surprised them with a pizza party. They wanted me to call you. It's a quarterback. He said he just like you, so I just saw a video. He got an arm on him. You gotta send me your highlights. He gonna send them to you.
You deserve this day. This day is for you. And you guys deserve this. You guys are part of history. You guys are part of the legacy of Rose Park. And y'all should be proud of that, and y'all should tell people that, because that's something to be proud of, and it's positive. It's positive for the community.
You guys are doing something spectacular. To not lose a game since 2022, like, you got 3 rings, bro. Like, I got 3 rings in high school. What grade you in? That's a blessing. There's so much in this world that y'all can go after, man, no matter if it's a game of football, whatever y'all want to do in life. So, man, congrats to you coaches, to y'all players, man. Like I said, use the game of football. Never let the game use you. Thank y'all for having us. Me and Sebastian, man, we appreciate y'all, the much work we do in the community, but to see the smile on y'all face when we walk through the door, that's the reason why we do what we do, man. So, again, thank y'all for having us, and, keep it going.
Everybody hold your threes up. Yo, baby, yo. Light up.
Hey, we welcome you back. It's time to look ahead to the next game against the 9-4 San Francisco 49ers in McCoy country, in the Bay Area, where this man is from. Christian McCaffrey is one of the best dual threat players in the National Football League, so we know the 49ers are tough to stop with him in the backfield. They had a bye this past week, Coach. They beat the Browns, so both teams are coming off a win at Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a very talented team. And we've got to build off the momentum we have from last week in Cleveland and go out and play a better game for 4 quarters. But it's a very talented team, and it's going to be great to go back home and see my family and get the whole family together for the game.
What's the biggest key to victory, you think?
Well, we got to go out there and obviously run the football again and build off of that and limit the big plays on defense because it's very explosive offense. So we got to build off of what we did and keep the momentum going.
Keep running it, Coach. Best of luck. Look forward to it. Kickoff between the Titans and 49ers is at 3:25. Our pregame radio coverage of Titans Countdown begins at 2:30 Central Time on 104.5 The Zone. For Mike McCoy and Randy Jordan, I'm Taylor Zarzer. Thanks for watching Titans football, and we'll see you next time.